This is a 72, about 4 bars down with the Manticore. Using that today. Decided to do something a little different. The ground is nasty and it stinks. It's right there on the side, whatever it is. I'm hoping for a cow tag. I'm due for one. And I'm in a cow pasture. But ended up getting, I don't know. I gotta wear the blue glove. I just got my stitches taken out, so I can't get it dirty. It could be part of a pocket watch or part of a lock. I'm not quite sure. I don't think the metal is precious. It's like, I don't know. I'm thinking more door lock. Maybe not old. I started digging this hole. It sounded like a lot of iron, but I believe I'm digging up a horseshoe. I think. I'm in the pasture. That's round, whatever it is, and it's a horseshoe. Look at that bad boy. Holy Moses. Must have came off a Clydesdale. Wow. Sucker's huge. Unbelievable. Look at the size of that. Dang. That's nice. That's a big horseshoe. I can tell you that. I'm at Buckland Pond today. I've done this place several times. It never gets old, let me tell you. This is a very, very big old farm that's long gone. Belongs to the park now. There's a bottle dump here. Bottle dump's not impressive, so I won't be doing that. I'm just going to scan around here, see if I can find some more horseshoes like that. Never know, maybe a lost coin, but definitely interesting spot for sure. As you can see, I'm still at Buckland Pond, and you wouldn't believe what I just found. And it's a surface find. Look at this, a drone. I don't know too much about these things. I think it's a battery pack right there. This may still work. Maybe. Don't look like it's been on here too long. Some of the screws are rusty on it, but look at that. I've been always meaning to get one. Interesting. I've been just running through here, found that horseshoe. I went off into the woods where the bottle dump is. Nothing really good over there. Found one thing that kind of looked like an inkwell, but I think it's a baby bottle. Almost thinking about venturing off into this section here, seeing if I can find anything, but I don't know how much longer I want to stay here for. I mean, I really want a cow tag, but I just don't have any luck. I just can't find one. I might have found one, some in the past, but if I find one here, I know it would be from a cow. I just know it, but anyhow, let me keep working. Pretty cool find. This is a 22, 4 bars down. Nothing to lie to me. What's this? This is something interesting. Could be a button. It almost looks like a rosette. I mean, it could be a button, but it might be a rosette. We're at a older house. We're actually looking for a gold ring that rings up like a 12. This was a high tone at 22, but first find of the day. It's interesting. This is a 4 bars down, and it's coming up 26 to a 30. Sounds small. I think this is going to be a property that everything that's 4 bars down is actually shallow, because this place is filled with a lot of rock. No, it's a penny. Oh, and it's a weedy. Look at that. Gonna love that. What year is this? Oh man, so dark. I think it's a 1935. I think it's really hard to tell, but a weedy. Next hole I just dug, I found myself an old key, the long one too. Probably the original house key to the house. This is what it looks like. You can tell the this part here is the older part. They added a garage over there. Yard is pretty filled. We're gonna have to move some of this stuff. Probably move the table over so we can get underneath that. Move some of the toys around, and see what we can do. There is a creek that runs in the back, and I love creeks. You can see I got my muck boots on, and I'll be walking that as soon as I get done with this yard. But this is a hard yard to dig because there's a lot of targets, and then we got to look for the famous 12. This is all over the place. It's going to a 30, but pennies hit me at a 30, so I don't know. Keep my fingers crossed. Still have not found the ring, but we're still looking. Chopped a worm in half. It's right here. Ooh. What do we get? It's a drawer pull. I thought it was going to be like maybe a button. Found a Pepsi can. This drawer pull, I don't believe it's very old. Probably from the 70s or something like that. Next hole of the day. Set of old car keys.
Oh man, I just got up.
I would say they're old keys, but I still own vehicles with keys like these, so they're not old. Yeah, old GM keys. Very nice. Between a 32, 35, 3 bars down. Sounds real nice. If I was at another spot, I would say it's a large cent, but I'm guessing it's probably not. But let's hope it's a large cent. No. Here it is right here. And we got a flashlight from Harbor Freight. Well, it's a piece of aluminum. This is a 23 going to a 25, and it is about 2 bars down. Looks like it's a little deeper. Maybe much more deeper. This could be good. It's down in the, it's not. It's actually interesting though. It's a big piece of lead. They would have used this in repairs back in the day for gutters and tractors and all sorts of stuff. Definitely keeping that. You can see how the property looks. It's real messy, and over the years, if you look over there at the table there's some sardine cans and all sorts of pop cans, and I got a lot of junk in my bag. If you notice, I got a new bag. It's double the size. Holds more garbage now. But this property is a real pain in the butt, let me tell you. Not a whole lot in it. I found really nothing good, especially for the age of the house. So I'm thinking a lot of fill. Kept saying the battery was low, and I got 46%. It's not really that cold out. I got a hoodie on. Anyhow, this is the next find of the day. I would have to say it's probably an IROC or something like that. Pretty cool find, but not what we're looking for. I'm going to probably put the 6-inch on in a little bit and see if maybe that ring is hiding between some tin or steel or some nails. Is that a play horseshoe or no? That's a play horseshoe, right? Yeah, yeah. Sweet. I found one of those before, or a couple of them in someone's backyard once.
I think there's a couple of them right here, to be honest with you.
Huh. See, I knew it sounded like crap, but...
That's what this is right here. This is an old fucking horseshoe pit.
Right? So the other one must have been somewhere straight that way, and that's why we're getting all that metal over there. We still haven't found the ring. This place hasn't really yielded anything old for as old as the place is. The neighbor says his backyard, he used a rototiller and got old Tootsie Toys and silver spoons and utensils and stuff. But he wasn't keen on us metal detecting, so we got other spots here. We're in SpringWater right now, right in the main town. I don't know what. Hey, Mikey, what county is this? Livingston? Panhandle. Panhandle. So we're in Livingston County still. Alrighty, let's keep going. And finding something in the ground is pretty cool. I used to make these when I was a kid. It's a stained glass piece. I think you buy this copper piece here and then you pour in the I don't know, like a liquid plastic or something like that. It's pretty cool. I like that, but still not what I'm looking for. This yard, I only have a little bit more to do. I've been working it with the 6, as you can see there. Mikey's over there still trying to look for the ring. The lady threw the ring from the top of that, and I mean, how far could you actually throw a ring? So we've gone to that tree there and pretty much hardcore move everything around and just there's no ring. Got a little bit more here to do and then I'm done, and then we'll see what else we can get into here. On some wind chimes, I found another one. Well, it's more of a thing that goes in at a window. Oh, this is a kitty cat. I like cats. Put the camera down. Let's see if I brush this up a little bit. There's going to be one of these videos that has nothing but crap in it, but we got other places to go, and I'm going to be doing a lot of editing, and so hopefully I just knocked the thing off. But yeah, it's a kitty cat. I like that. I know my daughter will take it from me. Anyhow, it's a kitty cat with a Santa hat on. The women in the old days used to have the big hoop skirts, and to keep them so they didn't fly upward, they would put these weights in them. I just dug this hole here, and it was about 3 bars down, and I believe it was a 17. What I got is an old hem weight, and it might have the number right here on the bottom. I think it's a number 2. That's a pretty cool find. You don't see too many hem weights. The next find of the day, it was shallow, so I didn't think it was going to be anything real decent, but kind of old brass hose nozzle that's broken. Tip of it's been dragged around a little bit. It's a cool find. Alright, I just dug this hole, and I found these things before. I'm getting a bunch more new subscribers, so maybe they could tell me what this could have went to. I've found these before in the past. It's like a super large cigar cap or something like that, but I don't know.
What was it, German?
No, it was a delegate pin from a convention. from the...
Mike pulled this thing out. Delegate. No idea. But it's interesting.
If you got 5 of them, you got like $40.
What?
You got 5 of them, you got $40.
Of this?
Yes.
Why? eBay?
Yeah.
Oh. eBay, you can make all sorts of money. So anyhow, we just did a little bit of the screen right here, coming down. We did a little bit of the front yard. This place has been metal detected by the owner's friend at one time. But we pulled out a couple pennies that were missed, and spigot, and what was it there? A hemweight and a delegate badge thing. So, not bad. Off to the next. On the way home, we didn't know that we were skimming the side of Hemlock Lake. I've never been here before. What's that, Mike? Some guys here fishing. This is weird how the end of the lake, they cemented the whole thing. Kind of looks like some kind of World War II bomb shelter or something, or maybe some big guns would be coming out of there. But we did a little metal detecting in this area. I didn't find one thing. I think someone's been here many times because it is clean. Mikey's digging something up, but he probably ain't gonna get nothing. Let's go take a look. Well, I just dug this hole up at Hemlock, and I found me a green. I believe it's a weedy. It's definitely a weedy. It was under a root. Ooh, it's in the 20s, baby. I think it's 1920 or 1930. I think it's 1920. It's pretty cool. Still stuff here. I can't believe it. But I mean, we searched a lot of ground. What's that?
I think that was a tough dig.
Yeah, that was bad. It was under a root. But and that's probably the only reason why I got that. This place has been pretty much searched very well because that was the only thing that we found here so far besides pop cans and pull tabs. Well, this became an interesting hunt. 4 locations. Some of the locations we didn't spend very much time at. I met up with Mikey later on. We went to SpringWater and did 2 1800 or mid 1800 homes. The first one we went to was for a missing ring, so everything was getting dug up. We spent a little bit of time there, even though that the property wasn't that big, but it was real messy. So we had to pick things up, move things around. We did not find the ring. We believe that it's not there. She had lost it somewhere else. We searched everywhere and we cleaned up every speck of metal in their lawn. Then we went down the street where we had another 1800, but that one was searched before. So we found a hemweight and some pennies, and Mikey found a nice old military pin. Then on the way home we seen Hemlock Lake, and I've never been there before. I don't think you're allowed to even ride or have a boat in there. I think it has to be a non-motorized boat. I think it's the watershed for Rochester, New York, one of the cities. So there's no motor boats in there. That's why it looks so calm and peaceful. There's nothing there. Just people are allowed to fish and maybe a rowboat or a canoe. But anyhow, I did pull out a penny, an old penny there, the oldest one of the day, and there wasn't much else there. That place has been really searched over the years, and it has been a park since 1929 and earlier. Ended up getting $1.64 in coins. A 1929 penny from Hemlock Lake, a 1941 D, and a 1946 wheat. I think that's modern day. That's not going to make the shadow box. An old IROC Z, 2 sets of keys, different holes. This is a house key and 2 Chevy keys. End up getting a huge at Buckland Pk. End up getting a huge, the biggest horseshoe I have ever gotten, and it doesn't look too bad. It's not worn down anything. I can't believe a horse would have lost that, but it was pretty mucky back there, and maybe it just sucked right off his hoof there. Model T center cap, a rosette, hose nozzle. I'm not sure what this is. Kind of doesn't make any sense. There's a hole here, a hole right there. I don't know. Probably came off of an old car. It must have been. Maybe, I don't know. Just weird. And the prize of the day is this right here. End up finding a beautiful drone. And this isn't a Walmart special right here. This is a kind of a kit. This is a $475 drone with a huge battery pack on there. This is a long-range racing drone, which has a capability of anywhere from 1.5 miles to 5 miles. Most people will usually push the limits to 3 miles, and if you're up higher, like if you were like on a rooftop or a top of a building, you're going 5 miles or more. This requires a headset due to this thing right here. This is the 5.8 megahertz, I think it is, yeah, or gigahertz, 5.8 gigahertz. And this would go to goggles. So whoever was flying this was definitely long range. They were going very far, and they must have lost range, and bam. It does have a tracker on it. I disconnected the tracker. I'm going to actually probably rebuild this for myself. The goggles are going to cost me around $600. This thing works perfectly. There's nothing wrong with it. So that's a heck of a find right there. The battery pack might still work. It's a dangerous battery pack though. These things here do tend to catch on fire and burn people's houses down. So I will be taking this battery out, and as recommended through some of my drone friends, they told me to put the battery in a fireproof box and leave it outside. So that's what's going to happen. But that is awesome. I've always wanted a drone. I never looked into it because I knew it was a lot of how to say, there's a lot of different ones, and not every drone is suitable for a certain person's needs. This one here is a very fun long-range drone where if you live out in a country like I do, you can go for miles and just like look over the top of the canopies. There's a lot of rules with this, FAA and all that other stuff. I'm learning it and getting my head all swollen up of all sorts of new things I have to learn. So that's awesome. Very good. And I hope to use this in future videos. And it might actually get me into another hobby. Never know. So anyhow, so if you like this video, I have one every single week. And I hopefully see you next time. Thanks. Bye.